Hello everyone, it's Julie Lawrence from TeacherJulieOnline.com. On this channel, I love to talk about working from home as an online teacher while balancing teaching from home as a homeschooling mama. If either of those things are of interest to you, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel. Just click the button below. Be sure to check that bell as well so that you can be informed when new videos are posted. In this video, I'm going to give a very quick look around my classroom, my online teaching space. I wanted to make something that someone could watch that wasn't very long, that just gave a list of maybe 4 things that you need to get started with online teaching. You are going to see my classroom and you might be overwhelmed, or you might think there's no way I can have anything like that. But just remember that it has taken me a while to get to this point. I'm also very lucky that I have a dedicated space to do my online teaching and my homeschooling, but you do not need anything like that. You can teach in a very small space if you have it. You can teach in an extra bedroom. You can teach at your dining room table. You can teach in a laundry room, a garage. I've seen so many ways that people have been creative with their teaching space. I personally have a building out in my backyard where I teach, which I love, but I didn't always have that. I started teaching under my stairs. I started teaching in a place that I literally had to crawl into and sit down in a camping chair that was just inches off of the ground. So because the ceiling was literally like right here. So I started in a very tiny, hot space and knew that I was going to continue doing this for the long haul. And so my wonderfully crafty construction building dad decided to help me out there and built something for me in my yard. So again, don't think that you have to have anything like that. You just have to have a few basic things to get started. And so that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope it is helpful. If you have any questions about anything you see as you're looking around my classroom, or if I don't talk about something or I don't talk enough about something, please feel free to comment and I will answer you as soon as I can. All right, so let's jump into the rest of this video and come inside my online teaching space.
My classroom is actually in my backyard. My dad built this building for me about a year ago. It's still not quite finished. It needs to be painted on the outside, but I realize how lucky I am to have this just for myself. Now, as we come in, you will see that it is very much set up like a classroom. I also use this space to homeschool my son. So it serves as my online teaching classroom in the early mornings for VIPKid, and then I use it to homeschool, and then after homeschool, I teach some classes on Outschool. Now, you do not need a place like this to teach online. It took me many years to get to this point. So if you are thinking about starting the online journey, I'd like to tell you a few things that can help you get started right away. The first thing you need is good lighting. This is my lighting setup. I found this at Walmart, I believe. I have it on the highest setting when I use it for my teaching, which is 3 clicks around. It's the brightest setting. I have removed 3 of the lampshades. They were pink, blue, and yellow. I'm using daylight bulbs, which are the whitest and brightest bulbs, and I think they work really well. A couple of the bulbs are pointed towards the wall. That gray wall is good at reflecting light back on my face. You will want something to light your background as well. So sometimes I have that pink light on that will shine just on the background, but generally I have enough light. You want no shadows on your face if possible. I also have an overhead light on my ceiling fan, 3 bulbs, also using the daylight bulbs, but try not to use just overhead lighting as your only lighting source, as it casts bad shadows under your eyes and it just doesn't look flattering overall. The next thing you're going to want to have is a nice clean backdrop. Now, as you can see, I have one of my bookshelves behind me. It does look like it's very overwhelming and very distracting, but it's also a classroom look, so it very much looks like I'm sitting in a classroom. You do not need to have your backdrop look like a classroom. You can simply use a shower curtain or a regular curtain. I have this curtain right here that I have rigged up on a rod that's on the ceiling, and I have it hooked or behind this hook on my shelf. So I can take this curtain off of the hook when I need to or if I want to, and I can block all of the things behind me. So if I'm looking for a less distracting background, or maybe I'm filming a video where I don't need all that in the background, I can easily pull that and block it all behind me. Now, of course, you don't have to have a system like this in your space, but I'm just showing you that it's all you need is just a simple, clean, even if it's just a blank wall, as long as you have no distractions behind you, you are going to be good to go. I also have the ability to do green screen if I wanted to, but I have discovered that my lighting is just not quite good enough to do green screen. You do have to have very professional and consistent lighting to light a green screen background. The next thing you are going to need is good internet. I'm showing you my internet connection. It is hardwired. It's best if you can use an Ethernet cable to have your internet rather than just wireless. It does offer a more stable connection. Of course, you're also going to want to have a webcam. You're going to need to have a webcam or some way for them to see your face, and some headphones. These headphones have lasted me about 3 years. They are wired, but they have a nice mute button. I believe they have good sound, and I've been happy with those. They are comfortable over-the-air headphones. The last thing I would suggest are props, and these are just a few of my props I have collected over the 3 years. I honestly don't use many props for VIPKid. These that you're looking at are for an alphabet class that I teach on Outschool. A whiteboard is always a wonderful thing to have. I have plenty of those. Make sure one of them is magnetic. You're going to want a magnetic one. Maybe a microphone, a clapper, something to bring excitement to the kids. These shakers are always fun. They like things that make noise. Things like flashcards, animals, balls, anything that can grab a kid's attention and reinforce your lesson. I also have a basket over here of puppets. Puppets are always a good idea. They're generally pretty inexpensive and the kids really enjoy them.
So that is pretty much it. Those are the things that you need to get started. And when I say props, and then I started talking about all those different props, you actually don't need any of that to get started. Really, a whiteboard, flashcards, and one little puppet or stuffed animal or something is really all you need. And then you can work your way up. I would suggest looking around your house, especially if you have kids, look around for things you can take from them to use as props. They will come take it back. So you might have to be creative with your hiding spot. But you don't need to go out and spend a lot of money on this. And if you do go buy something, go to the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree is going to be your best friend because you can get so many props in that toy aisle. You can get whiteboards there. You can get pretty much anything you need. So again, for the backdrop, keep it simple, but keep it clean. The most important thing really is to make sure that your tech is set up and your lighting, because those are the things that online companies are really, really looking for. So anyway, again, if you have any questions about anything that you saw, or if I can be of any help, feel free to reach out to me. My email is teacherjulieonline@gmail.com. If you are interested in becoming an online teacher, I would be happy to answer any questions you have, help you on that journey. You can check out my website. It's teacherjulieonline.com. I wish you the best of luck in your online teaching journey or in your homeschool journey, whatever journey you are on right now. I appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.